Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about an experience I had. So I'm going to jump right into it because I want to share this. So if you want to know about it, keep watching. All right. Well, for those who are just joining me, may not understand what I'm getting ready to talk about, or maybe don't know what the channel is all about. Once again, if you go to my other channels, it my other videos, it can tell you what I'm all about. But anyway, today I want to be transparent with you guys so much. And also, before I even start that, I want to say the sun right now is just the clouds or something's going back and forth or is covering up the sun or just going in and out. But one minute I have lots of sun, next minute I don't have hardly any sun. And it's just been doing that like so much. So if you see me going in and out with the shades of the lighting, like the lighting is dark and then it gets light, well, it's the sun. I have no control over the sun. Yeah. Anyway, um, what I want to share with you is that I want to talk to you about something that happened to me last week Wednesday, and I had no idea even that this was going on or my husband felt this way. But is about my husband, and I want to share this with you because I want to be transparent, so you can see that in your life or I talk a lot about losing a loved one to suicide, but I don't really talk about those who have lost ones not to suicide. They still have grieving. There's still a grieving process, or there's still some things that's going on in them that is can cause or has caused grief, and they may be grieving silently. So anyway, last week I was cooking and my husband came home, and he came home from work, and I was cold. I was just really cold in the house. And, I always tell my husband, I joke about him like my bones are cold. So I joke a lot about that. And I'm like, oh, I need some heat in here. But at the same time, with everything that's going on, right, I am mindful of not using up the gas and turning the heat up really high. I'm mindful of that. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to just put some clothes on. I'm going to layer some clothes on today. So I put on this hat, and I was this close to like showing you guys a picture. Then I thought, I'm not going to do that because if I put that picture out there, then, is other people can get a hold of it. And there are not so many, there's not a lot of nice people, there are some people who are not really nice, as you guys already know. But anyway, but I want to share that with you because I had, just put like a cap on my head and, just had a sweater on, a sweatshirt with a skirt that was flare, just kind of looking like, I don't know, comfortable. Comfortable. I want to be comfortable. So anyway, so I put this outfit on, then I had some boots on, then I'm like, you know what, my legs are cold, so let me get my tights. So I put my tights on, and I was like, oh, now I feel good. And I had a sweater on. And mind you, when I first put this outfit on, it wasn't even the same one. I changed the outfit because I wanted to be even warmer. And I put a sweater on, and I took my husband, it was a brooch that his mother had. And when she had passed away, I kept that brooch, or they asked me, did I want it? And I said yes. And there's some other things that I kept. She had like a lot of scars she would wear, and I kept it. So anyway, I probably need to tell you why it affected my husband so much. My husband mother passed away about 2 years ago. And after that, last year, we lost our daughter, who died of suicide. And then this year, his father passed away, the beginning of the year. And then he had someone else who, his first lady, of his church had passed away. Now, his father didn't die of COVID. It was during the earlier months of the year, it was during the, like earlier in the year. And so his dad had died of old age. He was 90 something years old. So he had old age, but even still, it affected him. Now, I don't know if I was just self-absorbed, or I wasn't really, I was caught up in my own self, but I didn't really focus on him. Like, he might be feeling some kind of way. He might be hurt by this, you know? So, anyway, let me go back to my story. So, I'm cooking dinner because he's getting ready to get home, and I'm chopping up carrots in the kitchen. And my husband come home, and immediately he stops and he says, "You look like my mom. Like, you look like, oh my gosh, you look like my mom." And I turned around because he saw me on his side, and I'm like, hmm, you know. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, you look just like my mom. Like how my mom would have been cooking in the kitchen when I got home from school." And he just started crying, and I didn't know what to do. Um, I didn't know what to do. And so I just was like, "Oh my gosh, honey, I'm sorry. I just apologize. I don't know what to do." And he was like, "No, no, no, that's okay." But you know, to make a long story short, after all of that was said and done, and I wore the whole outfit the same day. I was thinking about changing my clothes, and I thought, well, I'm cold, and I didn't. And then at the end of the day, he was like, you know, when he was going to bed, he was like, "Good night, mom." And I'm like, "Good night, son." I don't know what else to say. I was, you know, because I was joking at that point. And he was too, but at the same time, it reminded him of his mom. And so I thought about that. I was like, wow, it's not just people who have lost loved ones to suicide, it's people who have lost loved ones, period, who may be going through some things and we don't even know. And it's not like, every day is a sad day for him, but you just never know. You never know what people are feeling. And so I came on to tell you that because um, I didn't have no idea. But when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that would make sense for him to feel that kind of way because it was a loss. He not only lost his daughter last year, but he lost his dad this year and he lost his mom the year before that. And, sometimes we just kind of like brush people off and we forget that there might still be things, that they're dealing with. And so that helped me to deal with it. Now, I do have to say though, now this is a little comical here, but after he said that, I wanted to burn that whole outfit. I was like, you know what? I'm going to burn his outfit. I'm never going to wear this thing again because I don't need to be looking like his mom. But on the other side of that, seriously, I thought, wow, it can be an honor because I'm actually, reminding him of his mom. But it was a good time. It wasn't a bad thing. It was something good. It just reminded him of his mom and let him know how he missed her, so much. So I'm looking at the time because I don't want to be too long. But anyway, so um, what I want to say is that sometimes we just don't know, right? We don't know. We have to be mindful of others and during this time of COVID, during this time of, voting, well, we already voted. It's already done. It's a done deal, but hey, you see what's happening in the media. You see what's happening. But during this time of all of the chaos, all of the uncertainty, all of the things that's going on, and you might be thinking, man, it's so much going on that I can't even, deal with even the loss. Maybe you lost your mom or your dad or your brother, your sister, whomever you have lost, and you're feeling like, you know what, I just can't do it, or I'm hurting. That's why I always say, go talk to someone. Talk to anybody. Get on the phone. And I know now with things are closing up and people going back into their homes, by themselves, and some are alone. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I mean, it's good to go back and, of course, be careful and be mindful of the people. But being at home sometimes by yourself, if you don't have anybody else to talk to, that can be really lonely and cause depression. And so this channel is about dealing with those things, dealing with depression, dealing with those things we don't talk about. Sometimes we just don't know. So I just want to say, talk to someone, call somebody up, talk to that person, and really have that conversation with them and be transparent because you just never know. You don't know. And now it's like 9:46. I don't want to be on this long, but anyway, today, think something positive, think something good, Think about something that can inspire you. And just because things look down or glam, just because things seem like is not working out, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. Life is short, so take advantage of every moment that you have, and know and rest assured that things now is not going to always be the same. There's going to be a better day. It's going to be a better day. Things will get better. It will be a better day. Even though it may not seem like it right now, it is. And just because somebody is smiling with you every day, or just because someone is just, maybe smiling or laughing, doesn't mean they're not going through, doesn't mean that they're not hurting. So let's love each other. Let's show some love in the midst of all the chaos that's going on in this world. Let's show some love towards one another, and pick up that phone, call somebody, or write that letter, send it to someone you haven't talked to. You just never know. And especially if they have lost loved ones, get on that phone. And I don't care if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, if they have had a loss of any kind, get on the phone, pick up that phone, and tell them that you were just thinking about them. Let them know that you love them. And sometimes just just let them know that you're here to talk if they need to talk, because you just never know. You just never know. All right. You guys, you have a blessed day. Be encouraged. Know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord. I believe and I know better days are coming. Better days are coming. Yes. God loves you. Believe it. All right. Bye for now. Bye-bye.